I'm Stuart Wallace, Business Development Manager of the National Australia Bank, migrant banking team in the UK. The UK migrant banking team was set up specifically to help people move to Australia. All we do is assist migrants. We're there to guide you through the process before you leave. As far as credit rating goes, you can't transfer your credit file to Australia. Even if you went to Experian or any of the UK credit agencies and got a copy of your credit file, in Australia they've never heard of Experian or any of the UK companies, so it's not really going to benefit you in any way. What we suggest to people is to take some of your banking history, because banks like to see other banks' information. So if you take whatever you've got, your last 2-3 years of mortgage statements, your last year or 2 years of credit card statements and bank statements, just to prove that you've been regularly servicing your mortgage, you haven't missed any payments, made any late payments. It's not going to solve all your problems, but it's certainly going to give someone additional comfort when it comes to lending. The reason that we give every migrant a bank manager is that they know you're not going to credit score. They know that if you walk into a branch, the computer will always say no. Their job is to work around the various systems. There is no reason why we can't give you a mortgage and a credit card and other borrowing as soon as you arrive in Australia, as long as you meet with the standard credit criteria. You may be asked for slightly more deposit than an Australian citizen or someone who's lived there a long time and has an Australian credit rating, but in reality, if you've got the right deposit, if you're earning an income that will service the debt that you're looking for, we can help you straight away. A lot of migrants make the mistake of opening the bank account when they arrive in Australia. Now, the problem that you've got there is the cheapest and easiest way to send money to Australia is electronically via an international transfer. We've had customers turn up with cash. Now, Australian customers will take exception if you're trying to take more than 10,000 Australian dollars in cash into the country, not to mention the safety aspects of doing so. We also have issues where people arrive with an Australian dollar draft drawn on a UK bank. Because it's drawn on a UK bank, we will negotiate that cheque back in the UK. So it could take up to 6 weeks, 2 months to receive your money. And in that period, you're not earning any interest on it. So if you open an Australian bank account, when you're happy with the exchange rate, transfer your money. You'll be earning interest on your money in the UK before you send it. When the money hits your bank account in Australia, you'll earn interest on the money as soon as it arrives. So it's by far easier and cheaper and much more effective than any of the other methods to transfer funds. The Australian banking system is very competitive. We've got a relatively small population spread out over a very, very large area. And banking is incredibly competitive in Australia. We tend to find that people do look around when they're looking at a mortgage. Some people choose the safety and security of knowledge of dealing with a large financial institution. Some people, feel comfortable dealing with building societies, other banks. It's really down to personal choice. We suggest that people talk to the right people when they arrive in Australia, get some independent advice. Our bankers can guide you. There's certainly no obligation on any part. We don't, expect you to have your mortgage with us. Obviously, we'd like you to, and we are there to help you settle in. And obviously, if you're happy with the service that we provide, then you'd be happy to take out your mortgage with us. If you're thinking about migrating to Australia, or you've made your visa application, or you're anywhere in the process, at any point, if you just want to talk to us about your move, or if you'd like to talk to us about some advice on banking in Australia or how it all works, our team are there to answer any of your questions. So please contact us. We can be reached in the UK on 0208 614 9320, or you can find us through the Thinking Australia website.